So, misplaced trusts all around then. Who is leaning on who? Which side are you on? Pick a team, any team, and the chances are that you're being taken for a long ride with a one-way ticket to hell. A fairground on attraction, a big wheel of misfortune, a hall of mirrors that reflect your ugly personality, a not-so-merry-go-round. You head for the dodgems because it's the safest place to be in this upside-down, topsy-turvy world of chaos and destruction. At least the cars are cushioned and you feel partly in control. But look out, keep your eye on the ball at all times and your foot on that brake. And as each player in this game of half-truths and deception takes their turn, as they roll the die, turn the card, spin the wheel, the fear grows bigger and more furious, the flames grow higher, the smoke screen thickens, and there's only ever going to be one winner. It's dog-eat-dog in this game. Roy played the blinds though, didn't he? He'd risen from the shit he'd grown in, created himself anew. But deep down he'd known all along that he would be forever second best. And that cut deep. This was his time to shine, prove that all along he deserved to win the adoration he'd witnessed his sister receive. He could see the finish line, and his sister was nowhere in sight. She'd fallen behind and out of favour, and Mummy and Daddy would be sure to love him the most now. Tom and Sheila are feeling the pressure now. The shame and disgrace that their once perfect firstborn has brought to the family reflects in their every move. They are blind and deaf to her protestations. They've listened to the gargoyles and fanned their own flames of disgust and shame, and as Sylvia descends further into her madness, for surely that's what it must be, despite what her parents and brother and husband are saying, she's the only one in a winning position. She leans on no one, for they've all turned on her, and she knows she's not well, but they're all barking at the wrong fucking tree. She'll show them all though. For doesn't she hold the golden ticket, the get out of jail free card, the winning combination of madness and determination to rid of all this? As she swallows bitter pill after bitter pill, and she slugs the vodka like a pro, she feels heady and woozy, and for the first time in a long while she feels content, happy even, that there's no going back to hell, no more being disbelieved, no more confusion, no more anything ever again. No more screaming protestations, no more begging with her once doting parents. No more. No more. And there really are no winners in this game, other than sweet Sylvia. The crushing pain of loss, the disorder of events. No parent should lose a child, no matter what their age. And Sheila McBride has never learnt to cope with death. Peter died and died and died, yet never went, and she wasn't at all prepared for his cruel loss. Tom fared no better. The imagined shame that Sylvia had brought to them was forgotten and forgiven as they grieved the loss of their beloved perfect child. And his heart was breaking into tiny pieces, the pain in his chest more bearable than his loss, his breath weakening with the overwhelming sadness, his heavy arms, the ache in his clenched jaw, and he did not realise that his loss would be so short, and he would be reunited with his precious Sylvia so soon. And Roy, well, even gargoyles have feelings. He'd played a blinder all right into Satan's arms. This was not how it was meant to be. Where was his promised fruit, his prize, his mother's love? For Sheila was now too consumed with heartache to care even one jot about her son, the sullen one, the unfavoured child, the buffoon he had turned out to be. Roy turned to his friend and brother-in-law for support, but all he got was spat on. A big globular phlegm landed on his right cheek and a torrent of abuse on the other. He didn't understand. He'd trusted Kevin, but now he understood. They were of the same mould. Gargoyles, both. Gargoyles always and forever. And Kevin, well, he lost the game too, but he'd never set out to win in the first place. His self-loathing had prevented that. He was as incapable of loving as he was of feeling sorrow. He was the biggest loser of them all.